early morning live video. Just got me some coffee going right now. I'm trying to be a little bit quieter because everyone else is still asleep, as you can imagine it just being 5:25 a.m. in the morning. So as soon as this cup of coffee right here finishes up, I'm going to take you right over here and we're going to be looking at the new Toolant tap and die set. It just came in. I just cracked the box open and I'm like, I'm going to go live and do this. So as soon as this right here finishes pouring, I'll show it to you. I've never had a tap and die set before. To be honest with you, I'll go ahead and let you know that I've been having to look on YouTube the past couple days just to see what all a person can do with a tap and die set. So when I go over here and start yapping about them tools here in a minute, don't you laugh at me if I slip up on my words and say something a little bit ignorant, because when it comes to tap and die sets, I'm pretty ignorant. But I know that is a nice set of tools, I do know that. And heavy, golly bun, wait till you see me pull this out of the box. And if you're into tools, here we go. This is that super duper badass set of tap and die stuff from Toolant. But it's got 127 pieces. It's got standard and metric. And right off the bat, you've got your metric and standard tap, bit, and die reference information here. And it goes through the basic steps teaching you how to do all of the tap and die work. And in top of the case, or on top of the case right here, just above the company logo, if you lift this door right here, you are going to see your ratcheting components. Here's your ratcheting handle. Here's the different components that go with it. There's the Allen wrench right there that tightens everything up. And now let me undo these front two latches. Check this out. Here are the things I've been seeing in the videos. These are what you can put on top of a bolt. If you've got a bolt that's got the threads messed up on it, or if the threads are really dirty, you can take one of these. Make sure you've got the right size needed for the bolt that you're working on. Get it set up, get your tool for the ratchet, and then work your bolt all the way through this right here. And it's going to clean your threads, or if you have a bolt with no threads on it and you need it threaded, this is what can thread those bolts for you. So again, on the top side, let me try to give you a close-up here. Here are all of your bits. Here are your bolt removers, and there are your new threading attachments up there at the top. So this is the bottom drawer. So all of this, see this bottom drawer that just slid out? Look at this. If you thought that we had a lot of drill bits and stuff up here, what are all of these? So these are all of your metric ones up here, because these are all millimeter. And then these must be your standard sizes, if I am not mistaken. And I very easily could be mistaken, just letting you know. Let's pull this big bit and compare it to the big bit from the upper one. So this big bit in the lower one is a 29/64, and the big bit in the upper is a 10.2 millimeter. So again, based on what I am seeing, the standard sizes for all of your taps and dies are right here in this bottom slide out drawer. And then all of your metric sizes are going to be up here in the top level of the new Toolant tap and die compartment set. So if you put this attachment on right here, here's the wrench. Looks like a boat propeller, don't it? But here's the wrench. And here is the attachment that I just snapped onto here. Notice in the side of this attachment, it's got a slot for your Allen wrench, which I had mentioned is right here. So I'm just going to grab one of the standard bolt pieces, and I guess it goes in just like this right here. Screw, just there it goes. Right, all right, bam. Now it's right into the bottom. I'm tightening it up as we speak. Now, if you had a vise handy, and I don't happen to have a vise right here in the kitchen, but if I had a vise right now, and a bolt that again either needed threads. See, I was watching a video yesterday. A guy had a snowmobile and he had ordered some specialty bolt that he needed. It was like that long. The company, you know, they had a brain fart. And they sent him a bolt, didn't have any threads. And he said, I could send this bolt back, but I need this to go riding tomorrow. He said, so I've got to thread it. And he broke out his own tap and die set, put this right here that I'm showing you right now in here. He put that bolt into a vise so he had it straight up and down. And then when he got this on top, he got it started very slowly, okay? And then once he got it started, then he was able, oops, I got the gear wrong. But then he was able to do this right here. You see what I'm saying? Every time you ratchet that, you're turning this, and then that is what is putting the threads onto the bolt or correcting the threads that may have been messed up during some type of install that you were doing. So you just unscrew the Allen screw there and it dumps right back out. So that is how you can thread a bolt or, again, correct the threads on a bolt or clean a bolt that you may be in need of that all the threads have gotten messed up on because of so much grime and stuff. That'll do it. And my socket goes back right there. Then if you're finished with your project, you can slide all of your bits and bolt removers back into the case. Oh, these are your, dude, these are the things you can measure the bolt threads with. So like this little tool right here, this is the metric one. You can put these teeth up to the side of a bolt and count the threads to see what size bolt that you are dealing with. Now if I can figure out how this was. Had to be like that. There it goes. And now that I've got both of those back in place, all that I've got to do is snap it back together. Bam. My wife's coming in here trying to get ready for the morning. She's just sitting here watching me just like a, I don't know what. You got some questions about tap and die stuff, honey? Got any questions? She just flipped me a bird. There are people watching. There could be kids watching. Shame. You have now seen both drawers. You've seen the top. I've enjoyed showing it to you. So for this early in the morning, I appreciate anyone that's tuned in. Thank you to those of you that have commented inside the video. I do appreciate your time, and I look forward to talking to each of you again inside the next video.